The Saints are the betting favorites to land Shedeur Sanders. 3-1. Just a tick under the Giants at plus 350. And Devin, you mentioned the Giants. Look, after they signed Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson, I was told, and Sims has heard the same thing, that they're not in play for Shedeur at 3. That doesn't mean they couldn't trade down a few spots and take Shedeur later, right? Hey, if it goes Cam Ward and then Travis Hunter and somebody wants to come get Abdul Carter, if the Giants go down a few spots and can still get Shedeur Sanders, maybe they would do that. And that would explain why at least the betting markets view it as a plus 350 proposition that the Giants end up with him. I don't think they get him at 3, but maybe they'd get him a few spots lower.
Yeah, that to me makes the most sense. If you're going to get a guy and you have veterans, and I think too, if you don't think that this guy's like this just straight blue chip type of player, you trade back and get him later. I'm just very interested to see where the Giants have Shedeur compared to Dart. Like, is it close? Like, do they think, hey, if we get Jackson Dart, we're still getting a guy that we think can play? Like, that to me is where it becomes very intriguing, because now you have the ability to say, we control this number 3 spot in a way that we already know that we're going to get this other guy. We just know where we need to land. So because we know where we need to land, that allows us how aggressive we can be in a trade or anything like that. So it's very unique. But I think for the Giants, because they have Jameis and because they have Russell, they also have a future that feels very uncertain. And you just mentioned it with the Patriots losing that last game. It just makes me realize, too, of if Gerard Mayo knew for a fact he would be back the next year, he probably wouldn't have minded losing that game and saying, hey, we're going to get the number 1 overall pick, and that makes more sense for me next year. But these head coaches don't know that. You don't have any control of that. So for the Giants and Joe Shane and Dable, like, I don't really care about the future of the quarterback. I don't like that. To me is so interesting, because if you don't focus on just the future and who's going to be the quarterback, what you do in trading or drafting, like, that becomes so different. But from an owner standpoint, you're going to be there. So you do get involved in, it blows my mind, because we watched last year the Hard Knocks with the Giants front office, but we don't know exactly how much Mara had to do. Like, we don't know those things. We only know what we see. So I think the Giants at 3 and how it plays out, we won't know anything until draft night.
Well, and that's the tension for a team that has been dysfunctional. Somehow has stumbled its way into a couple of Super Bowl championships this century. But when you say one day Shane and Daboll are coming back, and then you say the next day, I've just about run out of patience, it creates a weird vibe as to balancing present versus future. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.